Hello and welcome to Behind the Design with Accent and Glory. I am so excited to be on the Creative Spirit channel. For my first episode, I decided that I wanted to introduce myself to you and to introduce my brand, Accent and Glory, and my marketing and coaching brand, Strategypreneur. So let's get started. Let me share with you about me. Like I said, I am Tonya and I am from North Carolina. If you haven't noticed yet, that southern drawl, that's where it's from. I am North Carolina, born and raised, and also educated in the state of North Carolina. First and foremost, I am a creator's spirit. I enjoy creating things by hand. Creating things by hand give me joy and peace. It is kind of my form of therapy. It relaxes me, it calms me, it soothes me. And I personally believe that positive energy that I feel when I'm creating things by hand is passed on to each design that I create. And outside of being a creative spirit, I wear many hats, as I'm sure a lot of you do too as well. But one of the hats that I wear that I'm very proud of is that I am a mother. I am a mother of three beautiful adult daughters. My oldest daughter resides in Texas. My two younger daughters, my middle daughter and my youngest daughter, are here in North Carolina with me. Also, I am married. I married my high school sweetheart. We met when we were juniors in high school. Yes, juniors in high school. We will be celebrating 31 years of marriage in a few coming months. So shout out to us. My husband is great. He's amazing. I must be honest, we don't always like each other, but we always love each other. He is very supportive of me and my brand and my business, and that's something that's very important as a creative entrepreneur, as an entrepreneur, period, is having the support of your spouse. He sows into my dreams, my goals, the things I want to accomplish, and for that I am very grateful and thankful for. And my oldest daughter has two beautiful daughters of her own, so I am a gam gam. That's what I desire for my grandchildren to call me as of yet. The oldest has not said gam gam yet, and everybody keeps telling me whatever she calls me, that's what my other grandchildren is gonna call me. But like I said, and she has two beautiful daughters, and they of course reside in Texas with their mother. So I am a long distance grandmother, and it can be tough sometimes. My coworkers had shared with me, they said, Tonya, once you have your grandchildren, you're going to experience a different kind of love. And they were right. They were so right. But thank God for FaceTime. I'm able to communicate with them on a regular basis by me being a long distance grandparent. And I'm sure you guys will be hearing about my Gam Gam Chronicles as a part of my show that I will be sharing here on the Creative Spirit channel. I'm also professionally, I am a pharmacist. I work at a prescription fulfillment center. And like I say, my creativity is my creative outlet. It helps me to decompress. It helps me to relax. Okay? So, next, let me share with you about accent glory. Oh my goodness, accent glory is kind of another child for me. Accent glory is my baby. Um, in my late 40s, shout out to all the 50 plus entrepreneurs. In my late 40s, I launched Accent and Glory. And Accent and Glory was created out of a need. I had decided to start wearing my hair natural, which means the way it naturally grows out of my head, which is kinky and coily. And I was having a hard time finding natural hair friendly hair accessories. So one of my girlfriends suggested, because she knew, I have been creating things by hand my whole life, she suggested, why don't you just make it? And I told her, you know what? I think I will. So I did. So that's how Accent and Glory started, was from a need. So I started out creating hair accessories. So all of my daughters that lived with me at the time, they were natural as well. So they started wearing my hair accessories. So our family and friends and people, while we were out together, noticed our hair accessories and was like, hey, I like your hair accessories. And I was proud to say, I made it. And then they asked, well, can you make one for me? And so I did. And then I was like, and then noticing that people were interested in the designs that I created. So I decided to spread my wings and I launched my first online shop with Estes. And I think it was about a month before I got my first sale. But once the sales started coming, they started rolling in regularly. And then I decided, okay, Estes is doing well. I'm liking this. I'm feeling this. And I decided to expand to Amazon Handmade. So I have two shops. I have a shop on Amazon Handmade and I have a shop on Estes. My Amazon Handmade shop, I do have my top sellers that are available via FBA. And for those of you who are not familiar with FBA, that's filled by Amazon. So you can get them quickly and fast if you're a Prime member on Amazon, because they process those top seller orders for me. I'm also a graduate of the Black Business Accelerator program with Amazon as well. And I learned a lot about being an Amazon seller from that program. It was a year-long program, and I got an opportunity to get a better understanding the Amazon dashboard, the back end of being a seller on Amazon. And shout out to Amazon for providing that opportunity for me and other Black owned businesses like me that sell on Amazon. I'm also have had opportunities to be a part of business cohorts. I'm currently a part of the Hustle cohort art program that's up in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So shout out to Hustle. I participate in a couple of their programs that they have for creative entrepreneurs, just to help me grow and scale my business. I'm also a part of my local art council. I'm new to the art council and being an art council board member, but I feel like my presence there is important because it's important for the board members to hear from someone that's an actual artist, that's actually in the business of selling their art and selling their creativity and understanding what the needs are for that particular community. So, like I say, with Accent and Glory, I started out with hair accessories, but since then, I have expanded my designs to jewelry and handbags designs. My early designs, I go back and see pictures and photos of them, and I realize how much my brand has truly grown and progressed since then. And I can visually see the growth of my creativity, of my art. One of my I'm gonna go ahead and share a few of my creative muses with you. But one of the creative muses, if you haven't noticed yet, is cowrie shells. You see my cowrie shell ring as well. I love working with cowrie shells. I think what attracted to me to cowrie shells was knowing that they have African roots, and the shell signifies honor, respect, and inspiration. And the more I learned about the shell, the more attractive working with the shell became for me. Cowrie shells is the first form of money known to mankind. Cowrie shells are also believed to be a gift from the African water goddess, Mami Wata. So I've learned a lot over the years about cowrie shells, and it just working with them is just inspiring, and I enjoy it. I also think about numbers when I'm creating my designs. I'm very conscientious of the number of shells that I use in my design and the significance of the numbers and what the numbers represents. I'm also love working with African print. African print is just one of my favorites. I work with African print and African textile as well. And I think that stems from like I said, my heritage being an African American woman, being a black designer. It just felt right and it just feels good. And I love working with the fabrics and the materials. Leather is my new creative muse. I'll tell people leather is my new babe. I love working with leather. I started out, my first leather design is a leather cowrie shell bracelet. This particular bracelet I created as a gift for my son-in-law, and he loved it. He liked it, and then other men saw it and they liked it as well. And have you noticed a trend with me? Most of the time, it start out with a need, and then it just snowballs and expands. But anyway, I created a leather bracelet for him, and they liked it. And then what happened? Guess what happened? I took a leather bag making class. And I did this online workshop making a leather bag and fell in love with leather bags. So I decided to, let me try my hand at creating my own unique, one of a kind design. So that's how I took a leap from leather bracelets all the way to leather handbags. That class was really inspiring, and it encouraged me to just try something new, try something different. Some of the places that my designs have been featured in is Essence. For those who may not be familiar with Essence magazine, it is a magazine that celebrates Black women, their accomplishments, the things that they do, highlight their creativity. I was featured as Estefan by a Black woman designer in one of their articles. And that was my very first feature. And it really affirmed me as an artist. It really affirmed me as an accessory designer. And really, if I really be honest, up until then, I really never considered myself as an accessory designer. But over the years, I've embraced that title and identify with it. And that's truly who I am. I am an artist who happens to be an accessory designer and, like I said, a creative spirit. I also have been featured on Refinery 29, which is a fashion lifestyle magazine. My pearl Afro puff holder design was featured on there. The Afro puff holder is my signature design. It's one of my first early designs. It's a design that I created for women with natural hair because the Afro puff is the most common style worn by women with natural hair. So what it does, it holds the Afro puff in place and styles it at the same time. So in Refinery 29, I was Estefan again in Refinery 29 for pearl accessory designs. And I also have that particular design in a cowrie shell design, and that design has recently been featured in the Hulu and Disney Plus documentary film Clotilda, The Return Home. One of my customers is a part of that film, and she wore her cowrie shell Afro puff holder design throughout most of the film. So that's a real popular design that I have that keeps getting featured. Another feature that I have had is in Good Housekeeping magazine for one of their Halloween articles. They highlighted my cowrie star-shaped earrings and my double cowrie shell headband. And it was costume design accessories for mermaids. And at that time, I never really had considered, my designs for mermaids or mermaid costumes. So that particular feature just opened up my eyes to a whole nother audience that I could be targeting and promoting my designs to and marketing to. So yeah, that was my Good Housekeeping feature. And I've been featured in a few other places as well, but those are the top three I wanted to highlight in this episode of Behind the Design with Accent Glory. Like I've already shared, the two platforms that I sell on are Amazon and Estes, and you can purchase from me on both of those platforms. Now, all of my designs aren't available on those platforms. Some of my designs are custom orders only, and some of my designs are small batch wholesale only. But if you see something, if you see me wearing something that you like, or you see something online that you like, I have no problems creating a custom order for a single person for those for that particular design. Just hit me up on my website, and I'll be glad to create that design for you personally. Okay. And moving on to Strategypreneur. Strategypreneur is my marketing and coaching brand. Strategypreneur is a term that I coined for entrepreneur that maps out a plan for success. With Strategypreneur, I primarily work with handmade businesses, but I have worked with authors in the past, and I've have worked with food and beverage business owners as well. But primarily, but that, if you think about it, they're handmade businesses as well. So yeah, I primarily work with handmade businesses, and I help them gain online brand visibility, organic online brand visibility, and start converting their followers into customers. And for you, those of you who may not be familiar with the term organic online brand visibility. That's without ads. That's without paying for visibility. It's the old-fashioned way of gaining brand awareness and visibility, but it works, and it has a longevity as well. So, and one of the things that I like about it, it allows you to build that trust factor with your customer base, and you get an opportunity to really get to know your customers on a personal level and to build a relationship with your customer base. And the way I launched Strategypreneur initially started out as a Facebook group I created for like 10 of my friends. Because I was sharing with my oldest daughter how a lot of my friends was asking me questions about how I'm marketing, how I'm promoting my brand at Sin and Glory. And I was telling her about, how I'm repeating the same thing over and over. And she suggested to me, Mom, why don't you just create a Facebook group for that particular group of friends that you have? And I was like, you know what, that'd be a great idea. And she said, you just say it one time and everybody hear it at the same time. So basically what I was doing in the Facebook group was chronicling my experience as a creative entrepreneur, as an accessory designer, as I was building and scaling my brand at Sin and Glory. So the group started out with like 10 of my friends, and eventually right now it's almost 300 creative women entrepreneurs in the group now. So it has grown tremendously, and coaches need coaches. So one of my coaches that were a part of the group said, you know what, you've been giving away this service, and rightfully so, because it's a passion of yours. You genuinely want to see people have success. You genuinely want to see people grow. But she's like, I think you need to start charging for your services. And I toyed with it for a while. Then I said, you know what, she's right. And so, and she said, you already coaching, she says, so just give people enough to intrigue them, and then charge them for your expertise and what you know. And so I did. And so there you go. Strategypreneur was born. Like I said, it was a term that I coined for entrepreneur who maps out a plan for success. And that's my ultimate goal, is to help other creative entrepreneurs and handmade businesses be successful in what they're doing by marketing, gaining brand awareness, gaining brand visibility, and converting their followers into customers organically and building those relationships. And my biggest success that I feel like for Sin and Glory has come from collaborations and partnerships, and from building relationships and having long-term relationships with individuals where they feel comfortable partnering and collaborating with me, so we can both grow together and elevate together. So what I'm going to do right now is show you some of my designs. So I'm going to start out with my top sellers. And like I told you, I initially started out with hair accessories, and my hair accessory that is the top seller is my cowrie shell adjustable headband. This particular design is created with a total of 12 cowrie shells. The number 12 represents dominion. Now, with my hair accessory designs, all of my hair accessory designs headband designs are adjustable. So what does that mean for you? You're able to control how tight they fit. One of the biggest complaints that I hear from people who wear headband designs is that they fit too tight and I get headband headaches. So that's my solution for headband headaches is adjustability. And most of my designs that are able to be adjustable, including my jewelry designs, are adjustable because whether it's to your wrist or your head or your neck is too large or too small, you can still wear my accessory designs. And here's my other top seller, which is my cowrie shell necklace design. This particular design is created with 12 cowrie shells as well, and it's adjustable in the back. And I also have an extension because these are very popular among my male customers, so I added an extension for those who may have a wider neck. And if you have, probably can't really see it, but these are the cord that I use for this particular necklace is hemp cord. So I not tied the hemp cord, and then I add the cowrie shells to that cord. I like working with hemp cord too because hemp cord, reason why I like hemp cord is because it also have African roots and it's a durable material as well. So, and I'm all about durability when it comes to my design. And this particular design is one of my earring designs, which is my cowrie shell wooden earrings. And if you notice, that's just a spiral in the center of the wood. And I also use symbolism in a lot of my designs as well. And the spiral symbolizes growth. And you know how it goes from inward, outward. And that's how we should be as individuals. As we grow, as we mature, as we age, we should experience growth. Growth is good. And this is my other design that I'm going to show you. This is not my top seller in my leather bags, but this is the only design that I have available to share. My top seller in my leather handbag is my crossbody bag. That's my top seller, but as you can see, it incorporates my African print fabric and also my cowrie shell in this particular design. But this is my leather tote bag. It has this button closure. It is a shoulder bag, and as you can see that the straps is African print. And one of my newer designs is my waist bag, crossbody bag, and as you can see, I've added the African print to the bag and a cowrie shell. And as you learn, you're gonna learn if you spend time with me, and come back and watch my show on the 4th Tuesday of each month at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I like pockets. I like a pocket. As you see, it has 2 pockets, and guess what, guys? It also has a zipper pocket on the inside. I love pockets. But like I say, I'm a forever learner. I'm always trying to learn something new, trying to learn something different. So what I decided, let me know what you guys want to talk about on the channel, what you want me to share about. As you can see, I have experience as a business owner, and I also have experience as a marketing coach. So let me know what you want to talk to me about. I create a form for you on my website at www.accentedglory.com/creative-spirit-channel. Go there, and it's a form for you to fill out and give me some feedback. Let me know what you would like for me to talk about, what you would like for me to discuss on my channel. And before I close out, I just want to share with you where you can find me. You can find me at @SenatGlory on all the social media platforms. I am at all the places. My handle is the same across the board. My website is www.senatglory.com, and my online shops is Estes and Amazon. Just type in Amazon and @SenatGlory, Estes and @SenatGlory, and it'll pop right up on your Google search. But that's all I have to share. I'm looking forward to you joining me every fourth Thursday of the month at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Behind the Design with @SenatGlory. Take care. Bye.